Welcome to Callawegin Fly Fishing with Robert Smart. Now, here's Robert.
Greetings. In this video, I'm going to tie a fly. I don't have a name for it. I call it the best bluegill fly ever. Now, in the late spring and summer, I fish for bluegill a lot. I love to eat them. I keep them all. It's not like trout where I turn a lot loose. If this bluegills are big enough, I keep them, I fillet them, and I eat them all summer, and I usually have enough to eat all winter. Now, here in Missouri, the limit is 20 bluegill a day. When I use this fly, and I use it almost exclusively, I almost always limit out, without exception. It's also a very good fly for red ear sunfish. If you're catching a bunch of bluegill and then you come out about 10-20 yards from where you're catching the bluegill, you'll often run into red ear sunfish, which I love because they get bigger, they fight like crazy, and they taste just as good as bluegill. Now, like I said, I catch hundreds of bluegill every year, and I use this fly exclusively. I can't say enough about how good it really works. Now, the way I work it is I cast it near the bank and I retrieve it just a couple inches at a time, very slowly. And I watch the end of my fly line. I don't use an indicator, but if that line quivers, or if it moves to the left or moves to the right or starts to dip down, set the hook. You seldom feel them hit, but if you watch the end of that fly line, that's your indicator. Fantastic fly. Very simple fly to tie. Hope you enjoy the video, and I strongly recommend you tie up a few of these and hit your local ponds or lakes. It's a lot of fun. So here we go. Best bluegill fly ever. Okay, this is the best bluegill fly ever. Got a size 10 hook with a gold bead head on it. Now, first thing we're going to do is add some weight to it with some lead. Several wraps. Just use some nail clippers to cut that off tight. And push that up into the bead. Anchor that lead a little bit in there. Now, for the start of the tail, and put some fluorescent green flash on it. You need some kind of flash. This green works very well. And cut that off. Something about there. Okay, now for the rest of the tail, and most of the rest of this fly, use some black neck hackle. trim off some barbs. Something like that. Okay, now for the ribbing. I just like to use a piece of red flash. Now we're just going to use some black dubbing. I kind of twist that, make it pretty tight. And then we just bring our red flash forward for the ribbing. Anchor that. Now we take another neck hackle. Tie that on there. Kind of push them back and several wraps. Anchor that. Now, I'm going to pull all that back. Anchor it like that so they sweep back. Clean that up a little. Okay, now I'm just going to take a little, this is kind of a brown. You could probably use various colors. Just something a little different up near the neck or thorax area. Slightly different color dubbing. Kind of a hot spot. going to whip finish that. Now to hold that dubbing in place, because these flies get beat up a lot by the bluegill, put a drop of UV on there. Make it hard. Hit that with the UV light. That's got it. There you have it. In my opinion, the absolutely best fly for bluegill. I've caught hundreds of bluegill on this fly. It's like the only fly I use. Well, thanks for watching. I hope it works for you.